Good evening. Tonight we're going to be talking about bringing out your highest potential. As I've treated patients through the years, I've learned a lot of things about the human condition. To achieve your maximum potential, the person must have an understanding of the three fundamental questions of the human condition. We will talk about these in a bit. In 2010, I was quickly advancing in my career as a Coast Guard helicopter pilot and an officer. I was on the path of achieving my maximum potential. I was making enough money to enjoy life. I had a wonderful wife, 2 kids, and was living a wonderful dream. On a warm July morning, I was flying north back to Alaska along the coast of Washington State, truly enjoying my position in the world while watching waves break along the mostly uninhabited Pacific Northwest coast. Flying at 150 feet above the water at 125 knots. Suddenly, everything changed. The front right tire caught on an unmarked power line and the aircraft exploded, and 4 of us were tossed through the air, impacting the water, sinking to the bottom. That experience uncovered a truth to this human condition. It is very fragile, and at any moment we can depart from our earthly bodies. But where do we go? I want to tell you something. We are taught from a very early age that we are living in a constant struggle attempting to survive. We are told we exist because of survival of the fittest, and everything is scarcity-based, overcrowded, underfed, starving. Every advertiser's goal is to make you feel for the moment you are inadequate, and that happiness can only be obtained if you get the product they are selling. Finding this happiness is impossible, and it is not the truth about the abundance we have access to. This abundance starts with looking in the mirror at your potential and understanding who you really are. You are so very amazing. You were created from 2 cells that carried half of who you are. One cell, the egg, was created when your mother was conceived and locked in space and time, waiting for the day that it would be released and prepared. This cell is the largest cell in the female body, with an ability to survive for 50 or more years, 5 times longer than any cell in our bodies. It is almost 100% yin. The yang side of you is a different story. Created actually the same day you were, it entered into the world during the race of a lifetime. On the starting line of this race, you lined up with more than 500 million cells, the fastest moving cells in the human body, and the only cells with a tail. These cells are almost 100% yang, with more mitochondria, the powerhouse, than any other cell in the quickest lifespan. The good news is, you won the race. Your yang and yin combined to form life. You were created by your mom and dad in a moment of love. It's actually called making love. You, yes you, raced 500 million cells that carried half your life code and crossed the finish line first to become you. Literally, you are not just 1 in a million, but 1 in 500 million. Let me give you a quick perspective on that. Imagine crossing the finish line in the world's largest marathon. The New York City Marathon banner wraps around your waist, and your hands are up in the air, smiling for a camera. Would you feel like a winner? I would say yes, but that race is only against 43,000 people. So you won the largest race against twice the population of the United States, and there were no age divisions, no handicap. It was a pure race, and you won. The key takeaway is this. No matter what race you do, what election you participate in, what popularity contest you enter, you will never in this life race a more competitive race. When you were born a winner. It was a miracle. Please remind yourself of that, but also remember that those around you are also miracles. But they might not know, so let them know. This takes me to part 2. Patients often tell me that they feel like they have no control in their lives. They feel pushed around by circumstances, powerless, weak, and hopeless. Again, this may feel true. The news often tells us about things you have no power over fixing. There are currently 7 billion people on the earth, and that seems overwhelming. Yet each of us is in ultimate command of at least 37 trillion cells. Each one of those cells is more complicated than anything man has ever created. They have their own brain, digestive system, reproductive system, and ability to carry out a unique function, as they also each carry with them the entire library for building a new you. If you consider that each cell is equivalent to a person, you're currently in command of more than 5,000 times the current population of the entire planet. They only eat what you give them. They only drink what you provide them. But most importantly, they believe everything you tell them. Let me tell you that again. They believe everything you tell them. If you're like me, we don't often tell ourselves the nicest things. So let's start today saying nice things to ourselves. Zig Ziglar once said, if you want to change what's going on around you, first change what's going on within you. You have this power. Now to the 3 questions: where we came from, why we're here, and where we're going. So you know where you came from. You are a miracle created from the perfect mix of yin and yang in a moment of love. You are the champion of the most difficult race you will ever race when you were created. You also know you're very powerful. You are in command of 5,000 times the population of the earth. They rely on you for everything, but most importantly, they need to be told how much you appreciate them and how much you love them. When you look at the mirror today, let them know. Tell them the truth about who they are and give them meaning and purpose. Remember, you are in command. Please try this mantra, prayer, meditation today. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. It's a Hawaiian prayer called Ho'oponopono. It will mend that relationship you have. Lastly, the 3rd question: where are you going? Well, that question is actually really easy. You are going exactly where you believe you are going. If you don't know, you don't know. And if you know, you know. To know must be rooted on something that is unchangeable, undeniable, unhuman, yet completely logical. I can tell you where I'm going. I call it heaven. It is perfect connection with the essence of creation, a place, feeling, reality that we only get passing glimpses of in this earthly life. How do I know? Because I've been there. And I did not know where I was going, but I had known as a child, and the Creator remembered where I had forgotten. When I sank to the bottom of the ocean, a peace that surpassed understanding enveloped me. All questions were answered, all logic of why was provided, and the path was shown. I was no longer connected to this earth or my body. I was free and with God. I took with me all the positive memories, experiences, and how this life was weaved into the lives of those around me, including you. Each life you touch is slightly changed. Make your relationships matter. Say something kind and let people know the truth. I was returned to my body. though I did not want to. Why? To tell you that you could know. Our Creator is not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to this understanding. We have all messed something up. We have all fallen short of where we wanted to be. We have all been unperfect. But that's okay. We're forgiven. If someone says you're wrong for believing this, ask them where they're going. And if they don't know, then they don't know and can't know until they know. And you can know. Be the light to them. Let them know. You don't deserve it. You can't boast, but you can believe it and receive it, or deny it and defy it. But neither changes the unchangeable, undeniable, unhuman, yet logical truth. This fact has allowed me to provide exceptional patient care because I point to what really matters, summarized by Zig Ziglar later in life when he said, "Faith in Christ helped me see the true mark of success is something money can't buy, namely peace of mind." Believing does not require you to do anything, not to attend a church or to follow any doctrine. But this simple prayer will do. In fact, you've already said it once. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. This is what Christ taught, and it works. I promise. Now you can live a relationship with the Creator. Enjoy. It's eternal. If you want to learn more, please contact me, Lance Daniel Leone. Have a great day.